I've been out of action for the past 96 hours. So let's get back into the podcast. This is the podcast that I record for my vlog on YouTube and then sectionalize to use on other social media platforms. So my podcast, which is Followers Fake or Real, is created like this, and it will make sense as we go along. So we just log into anchor.fm. You create your own account. It's free of charge. And then you just go into new episode. And then to start off the new episode, we need a transition. Excuse me. I use Heist, and we go here. And then you can hear it. There you go. Then we go into record. Here we go. Make sure we can hear the sound, which means my computer can hear me. Good morning. Welcome to Followers Fake or Real, episode 47. This is Jill. I'm coming to you from Jill George's, the name. And this is the episode, as mentioned, Followers Fake or Real, which is the podcast that scrutinizes social media accounts, websites, business accounts, and we call them out whether we think they're fake or real, or what we'll do is we'll educate you by just having a look at all of their accounts that I can find, and then helping you make your own call. And then we get on with the show. So, in saying that, this particular account I'm looking at today is one of interest. I wasn't followed, but decided to follow. You know how you sometimes get those messages on Instagram and that you don't even follow them, and you think, why are they sending me a message? But it all makes sense. It's not like I haven't sent any messages. So I wanted to look into this account a bit more, and I found it not dissimilar to other actionable businesses out there. But it was something different and something that also aligns along what a lot of people out there feel. So let's talk about it in a little bit more context. I'll come back into the next segment. So that's how we do it. We just record it. These are the previous ones. We record, and when this is finished buffering, we press plus, and again it goes over here, and then I'll do a transition, and we'll go from there. Here we go. See? Plus, new transition, because we're going into an episode. I'll use Glurch, and then you'll see there's 3, and then we'll go into a new episode. So we'll start a new recording. So I'll be back in a moment. Okay, so welcome back, and let's begin. So welcome back, folks. I wanted to start off on an Instagram account who is also a Twitter account. He may have more, but I've only really looked into those 2 social media accounts and a website. So the Instagram account is Succeed with Nicholas, Nicolas, Succeed with Nicholas. Also on Twitter is Succeed W Nicholas, just not with, Succeed W Nicholas. Now, Succeed with Nicholas, I was having a look because he originally reached out to me and just told me a little bit of the company, and I thought, so I had a look at the webpage, and I thought, okay, you know, because sometimes when I hear from people all over the world, sometimes I'm reticent because I'm thinking I'm not going to understand you, but hey, if you speak in English, then I can understand you. So he did, and then I had a look, and then he's got food, and then he's got quotes and quotes and quotes, and I'm like, you're losing me. But I was intrigued. And I thought, So I went to his website because it says joinselements.com. So I went to the website because I was also looking through video and other informative information that he was giving. So I came across Settlements, usa.settlements.com. Innovative science, series of products developed with both nature and human in mind. They derive finest products from natural ingredients in combination with the environmentally friendly bioscience. We care about the results, you, and our common interest, Mother Nature. Automatically got me. So then I'm having a little bit more of a look. And I see credit card and these little pocket-sized thingamajiggity bobs talking about no mosquito, screen hand sprays, sun care. And then it gives me a little bit more information. So I'm particularly intrigued that it's made in Sweden. It's got information about formulation, about the clinically testing, and then it says 225 sprays, and I'm like, 225 sprays, what does that mean? Like these little tiny things, and because you see these, if you look at the picture on my vlog, you'll see they've got the little thing that's got a hole that you think, oh, it's a spray. So then I wanted to look further more into it. So I did. And what did I find? So the reason that I'm breaking that up is that I can use part of the conversation as editing with video and subtitling, but I need less than 3 minutes. So I just thought I'd stop and re-record. Well, what did I find is that if you go further and have a read, it says about the 225 sprays with convenience in mind. Our packaging is designed to fit into your pocket to be available when you need it most. A credit card size pocket spray with 225 sprays make it the best company you can imagine on any trip, vacation, business trip, or picnic with the family. Now, I don't know about you people. Now, seriously, I don't know about you, but me, I must clean my hands. We go to sushi. I think we go to sushi probably too much, but maybe once a fortnight, maybe once a month. And I'm always opening up the wet wipe to wipe my hands, because if I'm not going to go to the loo, I want to wipe my hands before I start eating. I don't know how everybody else feels. Maybe that's why they go to the loo before they go. But in saying that, I don't really like doors. It's a weird thing I've got. But I just don't like it. And I just think this is awesome. Now, the other thing I found out from going to Nicholas, I'll Succeed with W. Nicholas on Twitter, is he's got a few YouTube videos on here. And one of the things he points out on there is the fact that if you go to the website and you go to usa.settlements.com and then you go /opportunity, sorry, I'm typing, obviously, and you go to that and you press go, it talks about opportunity. Now, opportunity for what, do you say? Well, why don't I not tell you that, and then you can read about it and decide what you think. I think that there is opportunity. It depends on what context you're looking for and how you might use that opportunity. Now, I know there are people out there who might be listening to my podcast and they'll be like, yes, this is an opportunity. It just depends on how you want to use it or in what context of opportunity. So anyway, there you go. Nicholas, or sorry, I keep saying that, Succeed with Nicholas is on Instagram, Succeed W Nicholas on Twitter, and usa.settlements.com. Have a look, check it out, or ignore it, your choice. So there you go. I've recorded 2 segments. I could do 2 businesses, but I just don't have enough time, because your vlog, you don't want it too long. Some people want long vlogs. At the moment, I've got like these 20-minute vlogs, and I don't know if people are finding it of interest. And I also know that I'm not using them to their best capability. So I've got this. I've got 2 less than 3-minute podcast segments, and I know I can use either of them with one I could put on LinkedIn, one I can put on Twitter, one I can put on, I can put them anywhere, but it all depends on context. But that is that part there. So there we go. I'll pop that one in first, then that one, and then my next transition, which for my final transition is popcorn. There it is. And chuck it in. And I'll be back with you in a moment. Welcome back to the final segment. So as mentioned, I've done the transition into the final segment, so we can start recording. Make I can hear the sound waves. Beautiful. So welcome back to the final segment. This is where I say goodbye. I hope you enjoyed my podcast today. I would dearly love you to subscribe on my Anchor podcast or on iTunes. Just listen to it, spread the word, follow me on YouTube. It's Jill Georges, that's JILLJORRGES. The whole point that I do this is I am also just marketing in general. I'm not only marketing products and business and personal, but I'm marketing myself. And in the meantime, also not only educating yourselves, but I'm educating myself. And I find so much out there when you talk to people or you follow people, or if they follow you, you know, sometimes there's stuff out there that I don't want to see. And so I have to make the decision on if I'm going to mute or block or whatever. But, you know, sometimes those conversations lead somewhere else, and it all helps me in the long run. I've only been doing this since January. I've been on social media, but I've only been doing my podcast since January, and I thoroughly enjoy it. So don't forget, subscribe, YouTube, subscribe, jillgeorges.com, DOTCOM, Jill Georges on Instagram, Facebook. I've also got a blog that is not consecutive. It's not consistent, but it is what it is. It's a gradual process. I'm not going to beat myself up about it. Anyway, Succeed with Nicholas on Insta, Succeed W Nicholas on Twitter, and USA.settlements.com. Check it out. Tell me what you think about it. I'd be really intrigued what you think. And remember that if you're interested in being profiled, reach out. Some people literally just reach out. So I will look forward to talking to you tomorrow. And if you don't already know, which I mentioned yesterday, I'm off on an adventure at the end of the week. So there'll be different footage. I'm not going to be in here. So it's going to be great. And yeah, we'll talk then, or hear then, or whatever we do. Thanks again, people, and see you later. Bye. So there you go. I finally finalised the episode, but I like to use tunes, and I think about what is it that we just talked about, and then what I do is I go to my phone, and I check out my phone, and I go to Spotify, because you can link Spotify and iTunes, but I predominantly use Spotify. And you can link it to your account. Now, you can only hear the full song on anchor.fm, but most of the time I'll just push the song out on social media because that's the song I've used for the day. It also promotes the artist if they want to be promoted, or if the artist wants to be remembered, because sometimes I use something from 1920s to the most recent, because I love all sorts of music. Because music is what makes the world go round. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this. Just quick like. I've just finished that. So we pop it in there. Pop it in, as you can see. And then what I would do is I do a transition, and because I'm going to put a tune in there, which I find difficult to do on this, I must practice, and I will, because it says here you can use upload, and then I can upload a tune into here, but other than that you don't have the choice of music, I don't believe. You've got library, record and upload. So I do it all on my phone, and I will eventually show you how I do that. It was hard enough trying to work out how I could do everything. I can't remember what episode it was, but Anchor.fm wasn't working for some reason, and I was trying to be consistent and putting out content daily, and I couldn't because it wasn't working. So I was hooking up my phone, having video, putting the website so you could look at it for my blog. Anyway, I managed to do it, but I don't know how. I'm not the smartest person. Once we've got that, we use the transition. I'm just having a look. I use rewind. Here it is. So I just pop that in, and I know the only one I'm really wanting is the music. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to save the episode. I've already saved the details, so I know that this is episode 47. I just call every episode Follows Faithful Real, and then I just go like that. Thanks to, so I just let the people know, and the website, and that will go up to as in push through to Twitter and Facebook. So you go into here because I have to think it finished, but if I wanted to, I just press publish, but I haven't got my tune in there. I want to put a tune in there, so I just save it as a draft, and then you've got these options of editing, okay? But if you just want to publish it without a song, it's easy enough. You just do your final transition at the end and you publish. So I hope you enjoyed it. Ask me any questions if you've got any. I'll be happy to answer if I can. Otherwise, you reach out to Anchor.fm, or if you're interested in the account or you want to be profiled. Don't forget, I'm going away on Friday, so I'm pretty excited about that. It's going to be so good. Anyway, I won't get excited there. So we'll see you then, and until tomorrow, I'll be back with episode 48. Follow us, make it real. See you later.